Bonjour mes amis, comment ça va aujourd'hui? Ça va bien? Excellent, excellent. I hope everyone is doing wonderful. I just want to remind you that we are going to see each other today at 11:30 for live instruction. Uh, before we before we move forward, with the live instruction, I want to take my time and listen to this video. Try to follow instructions and try to work um, on the assignments. I will give it to you in a second because at 11:30 I wanna you at 11:30 you won't be able to understand my instructions unless you watch and you listen this video. Okay, so let's start. If you remember last week we talked about l'expression il y a. Vous savez qu'est-ce que ça veut dire il y a? Il y a, ça veut dire there is, right? And I know we also read some books avec l'expression il y a. Today I want to start my lesson by also reading a book with the same expression, and I believe it's going to be easy because all of you already recognize the expression and you know how to read it, you know how to translate it. So let's go and open and let's see what book we're gonna work on today. The book is called Dans ce livre. In this book. Before I start reading this book, maybe it is a little bit challenging for me. So what I want to do, I'm going to take my writing tool. Je vais choisir la couleur rose. I'm going to choose the pink color. And what I will do first, I will underline all the sounds that I think all the sounds that I recognize and all the sounds that we've been working on. So I'm looking at the first word here, and do you see anything that you recognize? I will say that it's read on. I'm also looking here, I don't recognize anything in this word. I move forward and I see this word it's a little bit complicated. I'm not sure how to read it, but what I know so far, I know that E at the end of the word is silent E, so I'm gonna mark an X like that. When I'm gonna come back to read the word, I will know that E is silent, and it's gonna help me in my reading. And what do I see here? Ilya. Oh, that's the expression Ilya. That's the expression Miss David told us about. So you know what? I'm just going to highlight, I'm going to underline the whole expression. Ilya. I will also underline the word un because we can make the difference between un and une, right? We know how to read un and une. I know this word petit, right? Petit, small. And then if I look here, OU. I think I can highlight, I can underline OU because I know OU. I'm going to read it as U. Then I move down the page. What do I see? I see exactly the same thing. I'm going to underline on. I'll underline on. Also this one on because what did I recognize? On. I spell it in two different ways, but I pronounce it the same. On. Le I still don't know how to read it, but I recognize it's the silent E. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna mark it with an E. Now that I finish with all my sound recognition, I'm going to start to read this page. Dans ce livre. Dans ce livre, il y a un petit trou. Oh, I know how to read it now. Dans ce livre, il y a un petit trou. In dans, I recognize the word. It's a side word, right? Dans. In this book, there is a small hole. And if I look here, I can actually see the hole. In this book, there is a small hole. Z, oog, zug, zug. What does zug means? I see it's uppercase, zug. Oh, I know what it means. Actually, Zouk is the name of this little mouse right here. Zouk entre dans le livre. Zouk enter in the book. Okay, so let's move on. We're gonna continue with the second page. And before you start reading, I want you to take a moment and underline, if you can underline on the screen, or if not, just copy the sentence in your notebook. Copy the sentence in your notebook and then underline all the sounds that you recognize. I will stop right now, and you can pause the movie and you can come back to the video after you underline the sounds that you recognize. Excellent. So let's see. I hope you underline I'm looking here, any word. Oh, I see a, e. I know a, e. It's we can read it as e. We have also on, and I still see something else on this page. I see an s. S. What's the sound, that letter S? S, right? But what do I see here? E, O. Are the letters E, O des voyelles ou des consonnes? Les lettres I et O sont des voyelles, right? So we have the letter E and O that are vowels. So what do we know about the sound S? S, when you can find S between two vowels, it's gonna transform into the sound Z. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to make a rectangle around the letter, so I know when I'm coming back to the word, that I will know how to read it. Okay, let's go back avec la couleur rose. Okay, il y a. I will highlight, I will underline the whole thing. Il y a une. Again, the difference between un and une. Une. And do I see here something? O-I. Do you remember how we read O-I? Wa. Wa, right? So let's go back, because actually I forgot about the E. Do we read the E at the end? No, it's because E is silent. So now let's go back and try to read the sentence. Dans la maison. Maison. Dans la maison, il y a une armoire. Armoire. So let's go back and read the whole sentence with fluency. Dans la maison, il y a une armoire. Now we're gonna try to translate. Dans la maison, in the house. We know maison, right? Because we've been working with this word before. Dans la maison, in the house, il y a. There is une armoire. There is a closet, and if you can also see it here. In the house, there is a closet. So now what I'm going to ask you to do, you are going to write this sentence in your notebook, and you are going to highlight, you're going to underline all the sounds that you recognize,